And Sam, I believe, has Aaron under some kind of spell. And I've said this before, if you watch my videos about Harry Styles, you know, Olivia Wilde is a sun in Pisces. Sun in Pisces, especially the woman, can be very manipulative. Actually, not just especially the woman, because I've experienced the guy aspect too. They can be very manipulative and Hi everyone, welcome back to No Light Tarot. My name is Hailey. So grateful to have you all. Let's get into this reading. I'm really excited to have you all. Like I said, if you want to become a member, I have 2 different kinds of memberships. Check out the membership tab for that. I'm not gonna have this intro go too long. Okay, so let's get into this reading. I will have timestamps up. My timestamps seem to be working again, so good for that. Yeah, let's get right into it. So these 2 have been requested. If you want to make sure your requests get made, I have a membership for that. It's the first tier, so check that out. Okay, so I'm doing Sam and Aaron Taylor Johnson, and you know, I don't know too much about this couple really. I just remember when I moved back to New York, there was like a huge scandal that broke out about them, and that he was like a lot younger than she is. And I didn't really have it. We're actually, I think, the same age, he and I. I don't remember too much about him. I just remember thinking, oh my god, he looks so young, you know? So that's what I really remember. And then recently there was an allegedly he was with his co-star. So that's all I really know. So I did see a documentary. I love watching Bea the Commentator. She's really, really good at what she does. Check out her YouTube channel. Highly recommend it. I did see that documentary about them together, and it was very fascinating. I don't really want to judge. I don't believe in judging them. He was an adult. He was considered an adult. So let's get into the depth of it. I do want to come from a healing place. I don't want to be mean to them. So if you want to be mean, then this is not the video for you. Okay, so the chart, Aaron is a sun in Gemini. Aaron is the guy. Moon in Aquarius and Venus in Taurus. Couldn't find his rising. Sam, the woman, is sun in Pisces. Moon in Sagittarius, rising in Cancer. Her Venus is in Aries, which is very, very interesting. Already I get the sense of manipulation on Sam's part. You know, sometimes Sun and Pisces can be very manipulative. So can Geminis. But I've seen a lot of Sun and Gemini and Sun and Pisces get together recently. Especially Sun and Pisces, woman, Sun and Gemini, man. I've seen that a lot. I think because Pisces can be a little dramatic, and Sun and Geminis like that drama, whether they like to admit it or not. Okay, so I'm pulling up the past, present, future. The second couple I'm going to be doing is Justin and Hailey. That's just going to be an update. So later on in the video, I will reveal about that. But this is the past, present, and future. Okay, so this is very interesting. By the way, I'm using the Crystal Magic Tarot. This is my go-to lately. So easy to use. I love when the cards have easy illustrations. Found on Amazon for very little. Okay, so this is not sponsored, but I like to, as a fellow tarot deck creator, I like to appreciate other tarot card decks too. Okay, so the past, wow, Page of Coins. So this already indicates that they met in some kind of work situation. You know, it's not unheard of that actors end up marrying and being intimate and falling in love with their co-stars, especially when they're with other people. And you know, I've always been hesitant. I've dated a lot of actors and all of them have been very sweet, but I've always been hesitant to go long term or fully commit to an actor because of that reason. Because you just hear stories about them being with other people, so forth and so forth. So it's I understand how one can look at this and be like, you know what, this is exactly why I wouldn't do an actor, because I get it. So you can tell, Page of Coins, that there was some kind of financial attachment. I think that, and I'm not a psychologist, I get a lot of instability in his life, Sam's life, and I think he was drawn to her because of financial stability. I see a lot of financial instability, and you know, I can sort of relate to that because I dated older guys before, and the financial stability is very luring. It's not going to carry a relationship, but it makes you consider somebody seriously if they've been able to create a career. You know, it gives them, you kind of end up respecting them more because they've built something, you know. So the present being Four of Cups, wow, trouble in paradise. Whoa, I just got a lot of downloads. So this is intuitive based, okay? Don't be on his page. I went on his social media after I watched that documentary like 2 months ago. And I went on his social media and people were like, yeah, you're the one for me, blah, 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 blah. She's a hag now. Just saying horrible things. And this is not, I am not in the business of bringing other people down. That's not my job, okay, in life. I always like to come from a place of healing and light, you know. Even within myself, if I find myself being negative about something or someone, I like to think, where did that place come from? You know, where did that come from? Like today, something happened and I was like, you know, a long time ago, this happened to me, and I think that's why I've developed this fear-based mentality, you know. So I don't like to be negative. I don't like, but I'm gonna tell you the truth because it is not like tarot. So what I just got was an image of Sam feeling like he missed out on life, which is very, very natural. I said this before, we are the same age, and I'm very glad I waited to have children because I wanted to do it in the right way. I never wanted to be a child having a child, and I think he was put in that position, and I'm not surprised if his resentment is growing. I think it's very similar to kind of Britney Spears in that way. You know how Britney Spears often says, and I'm paraphrasing, but she did say that she didn't really understand what an effect being under the conservatorship had on her until she saw her fans being concerned. And I see a similar aspect here. I don't think he understood the grasp of, you know, missing out on certain things because he was an very young dad, you know, until things have grown. And this resentment is only going to grow stronger and stronger and stronger. I believe Sam to be, excuse me, I called Aaron Sam. They both have boys' name. Like Sam, it's not a boy's name, but you know, oftentimes we think of Sam as a guy. So Aaron has resentment, and Sam, I believe, has Aaron under some kind of spell. And I've said this before, if you watch my videos about Harry Styles, you know, Olivia Wilde is a sun in Pisces. Sun in Pisces, especially the woman, can be very manipulative. Actually, not just especially the woman, because I've experienced the guy aspect too. They can be very manipulative and often do things to get back. And when it's time for them to get back and you aren't giving back to them, that's when they become resentful. And I think that this is going to be the premise of a divorce. So for the future, Six of Cups, I see a divorce, unfortunately. And just because I see it doesn't mean I'm wishing it, doesn't mean that I am wanting it to happen. This is what's written in the cards. And the reason why it is because he's gonna grow up and realize, it's like, you know, if the roles are reversed and a man married a really young woman, practically a boy. Was a boy, then became a woman on their 18th birthday. A lot of people, as the woman gets older, will be like, you know what, she just grew, she understood herself, you know? And that's gonna happen here. He's gonna start to understand himself a lot. Especially being an actor, having a wide range of emotions that you have to go through. He's going to get to the point where he's going to realize he's being manipulated. And he's not going to be very happy. And that's when they're going to separate. I'd say I get 2024. It doesn't mean it has to happen then exactly, because time is fluid. We have free will. So a lot of the time it could be after. But I see it happening very soon. By next year, there will be some kind of separation of assets. The thing, however, is that Sam, the woman, is very protective of her public image. So it's going to take a lot for him to leave. It's going to be very tough. It's going to be very tough. He's going to make the decision. And with Queen of Swords at the bottom of the deck, she's going to be very vicious. I wouldn't be surprised. I see there's another woman in the mix. Let's see. Yeah, let's get another woman. And I did see there was some suspicions. Not that I said that. There were some suspicions of another woman. Let's see. But I do see another woman in the mix. She's 27. And right now it's just an emotional, like an emotional thing that they have. But I feel like she's 27, I get that. She's a fire sign, or she's got a lot of fire in her chart. But this person, this woman that he's just talking to, she's like a friend, but he's doing it behind her back because Sam is very controlling, very, very controlling, if you see that. This person, when they talk, she ignites something. She could be Sagittarius because that's the opposite side of Gemini. But she ignites something in him and he feels like, I just got like fluster. I literally felt like butterflies. And it makes him uncomfortable to feel like that. He's not very good at exploring his emotions. It's very interesting that he's an actor. He's not very good at exploring his emotions because I think he's afraid of somebody having a hold over him. And even though he claims that he's loved Sam for this long, I don't think he really understood what love is. I'm going to be 100% honest with you. So, I mean, he was 18 when they met. How can he understand? You know. So with Queen of Coins, 7 of Cups, and the Death. Wow. Okay. So when Sam finds out about this, she's gonna take everything with her and go. She's gonna take the kid, it's gonna be gone. She's going to try to ruin his future with this woman. This woman is in a relationship at the moment, but it's very superficial. They don't really talk. It's more for like a public persona. I don't know too much about the person that that they suspected him of being with, but this is what I get very strongly, that the person, I'm not saying that's the person they suspected, but the person that I see him talking to a lot, and this is current, because right now it's emotional, it might develop into more, but what's going to ultimately break up their marriage is Sam is going to find out about him talking to this other woman, and it's going to cause a lot of animosity because she's very controlling. And so with the Hangman, 6 of Coins, she's gonna take all the money and go, because I think she has more of the money. She's kind of the breadwinner of the family. She's gonna punish him by taking the children, taking the money, and basically like kicking him out and leaving him in the cold. And giving him like bit by bit, you know, every now and then. But I don't think we'll fully know the truth because she's very good at hiding. Pisces are very good at hiding the truth because they're ruled by Jupiter and Neptune. Neptune is the underworld. But some of it will be revealed. And I even think her ex-husband is going to come out and be like, yeah, well, I never suspected. He's a very bitter guy, very, very bitter. He's gonna be like, yeah, well, what did you think? It wasn't gonna work out. And publicly shame her. There's gonna be a lot of public shaming towards Sam. And it's just a crazy situation, absolutely crazy. So yeah, that's what I have for you guys. Please let me know if you have any questions. And let's move on. So let's move on to Justin Hailey, another Sun and Pisces, and this time Sagittarius. I did predict they would get a divorce. You know, there's a lot of darkness. I get just energy of darkness. I have to clear the energy after I'm done with this reading. But there's a lot of darkness with them and the situation. I can just feel it. Feel it as I'm shuffling the cards. A lot of darkness with Hailey. A lot of insecurity. And her starting rumors. I see her starting rumors, like to get people going, you know. So this one I'm doing a little different. I am just pulling the energy and see. I'm doing an update. I'm just pulling the energy. So 5 of Wands, as always, it's intuitive based, not fact based. So 5 of Wands, Death and Rebirth, and the Lovers. So I have a strong feeling that they haven't really been communicating. I did say in one of the updates I did recently, where they're like yelling at each other in the house. There's a lot of door slamming. I see Justin slamming doors. I haven't physically seen that, like, you know, on a picture or anything, but I just got the image of him like slamming doors, behaving very immaturely, and her being like, oh, that's just, you know, that's just how he is. You know, people are like, that's strange if somebody is that old and still slams doors. And he's like, yeah, that's just, she's always making excuses for him in the public because she wants to use him. So with the Magician, she's planning, I guess they're both planning an exit strategy. But the thing about his is that he's going to make it work. Ace of Pentacles, the bottom of the deck. She's kind of like, her energy reminds me of, and I'm not saying she is this, but her energy reminds me of a leech, where she needs people to give her something to feel like she's worthy of staying in it. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if that makes any sense, but like, there's just certain people that only stick around you if they can get something from you. And she is 100%, in my opinion, what I can see, very much one of those people. So with Knight of Wands, the Moon, and Temperance, the Sagittarius card, and she's planning a way to make herself the victim in all of this. I said this before, she loves to play the victim. Sun and Sagittarius shadow side, they love to be the victim and they love to be the victim and the hero at the same time. It's not possible, you know, you have to pick one. You either have to overcome what you think is doing you wrong, or you are open about what you're going through. But you can't pick and choose what part of the story you're going to tell to make yourself look good, or to make yourself people feel sympathy towards you about. And that's what she likes to do. But I see it coming to an end. Two of Swords, the High Priestess. I see it coming to an end because Justin is very intuitive. Sun and Pisces are very intuitive. And he sees that she's onto something. I think with her dad, they're planning something. Look at this card, Knight of Swords. They're planning. This is crazy. What kind of people are these, you know? They're planning to get his money somehow. The Tower, Ace of Cups. Yeah, get his money. Oh my gosh. When he leaves, wow. When he tries to leave, she's going to say she's pregnant. Wow. Usually I don't read pregnancy things, but this is what I pick up. I don't know if she's telling the truth or not, but I'm gonna stop there because I don't read on pregnancies. It's one of my things. So I'm going to leave it there. I will do an update again soon. I just get more shocked and shocked every time I do a video about it. I think this year has really been tough for Justin Bieber. So please, if you're a fan of his, send him lots of love. I love you all. Take care.